Welcome to the last video. Before we start, I have a question for you. Do you truly decide what you watch, what you eat, what you think, or are you merely reacting to invisible forces shaping your choices? Imagine a puppeteer pulling the strings, dictating your actions, your thoughts, your very essence. Sounds chilling, doesn't it? Yet this scenario isn't a figment of imagination. It's the unsettling truth of our existence in the era of mass media. In this thought-provoking exploration, we delve into the murky depths of how the media influences us, unveiling the subtle yet potent ways it controls our minds. We'll confront uncomfortable truths, challenge societal norms, and shed light on the unseen mechanisms that govern our lives. By the end of this journey, you'll gain clarity on how to protect yourself against the media's subtle grasp and reclaim your autonomy. Ready to uncover the hidden strings? Let's dive deep. At its core, the media wields immense power through the narrative it constructs and perpetuates. Think about it. Every story has a narrator, a lens through which we perceive events, ideas, and individuals. The media, with its vast reach, controls who tells the story and how it's told. Whether it's through news outlets, documentaries, or entertainment, the narratives presented shape our understanding of the world. Consider, for instance, the portrayal of certain communities or political figures. The media can either paint them in positive or negative hues, swaying public perception and influencing how we interact with them. Similarly, the way conflicts or humanitarian crises are depicted can evoke empathy or apathy within us. The power of narrative lies in its ability to manipulate our emotions, beliefs, and ultimately our actions. When the media crafts a compelling story, it captures our attention, tugs at our heartstrings, or provokes our anger. As we become engrossed in these narratives, we internalize the messages embedded within them, whether we consciously acknowledge it or not. For example, stories highlighting the struggles of refugees might evoke compassion, leading us to support policies that advocate for their rights. Conversely, narratives emphasizing the threat posed by immigrants could foster fear and prejudice, influencing us to favor stricter immigration policies. The media's control over the narrative is a subtle yet potent form of influence that can shape our attitudes, values, and political viewpoints without us realizing it. But it doesn't end there. The true extent of the media's manipulative prowess lies in its ability to condition us. Have you ever paused to consider how media shapes our behavior? From the advertising jingles that get stuck in our heads to the sitcoms that dictate societal norms, media is ingrained in our daily lives. This constant exposure, however, comes at a cost. Through repetition, the media subtly programs our minds to respond in predetermined ways. Take, for instance, the portrayal of gender roles in movies. Over time, we internalize these representations, forming beliefs about how men and women should behave. Similarly, commercials associate certain products with happiness, success, or beauty, influencing our purchasing decisions without our conscious awareness. The media's conditioning extends to shaping our perceptions of the world. Sensationalized news coverage of violence or political conflicts can cultivate fear and distrust among viewers. On the other hand, feel-good stories and celebrity gossip offer a comforting distraction from societal issues. By controlling the type of content we consume, the media inadvertently dictates what we pay attention to in our daily lives. Picture this: you're scrolling through your social media feed, seemingly in control, choosing what to view and when. But what if this choice is merely an illusion? Welcome to the era of filter bubbles and echo chambers where algorithms reign supreme. These digital gatekeepers curate your online experience, serving you content aligned with your existing beliefs and preferences. While seemingly offering convenience, they inadvertently limit your exposure to diverse perspectives and critical thinking. As a result, you're cocooned off in a self-perpetuating loop, reinforcing biases and hindering intellectual growth. It's a subtle form of manipulation that keeps you engaged but confined within the boundaries of your own perspective. In today's hyper-connected world, information overload is the norm. Amidst the deluge of data, the media strategically employs the repetition of keywords, phrases, and concepts to create an undeniable impact on our subconscious minds. Take, for instance, the incessant chatter about a looming recession. Through constant media exposure, this fear of economic downturn becomes ingrained in our psyche, influencing our spending habits and investment decisions. Similarly, the repeated emphasis on climate change as an imminent threat can evoke anxiety and drive us to adopt more eco-friendly practices. But the media's use of repetition goes beyond instilling beliefs. It also serves to shape our opinions of individuals. By consistently portraying a politician in a negative light, the media can tarnish their public image regardless of the veracity of the reports. Conversely, highlighting a celebrity's philanthropic endeavors can elevate their status as a role model, influencing our admiration and respect for them. This strategic repetition allows the media to construct a narrative that resonates deeply within us, often steering our opinions and behaviors in desired directions without our conscious realization. Today, the media landscape has evolved to become an integral part of our daily lives. Social media platforms have emerged as dominant forces, controlling the flow of information and shaping our perceptions of the world. One of the most insidious tactics employed by the media is the creation of an illusion. It's a calculated orchestration designed to captivate our attention while subtly manipulating our thoughts and actions. Take, for example, the influencer culture that has taken over social media. Seemingly relatable individuals with a flair for lifestyle, fashion, or travel share glimpses into their lives, enticing us to follow their every move. However, what appears to be authenticity is often a carefully crafted facade. Influencers promote products and endorse brands without disclosing it, blurring the line between genuine recommendation and paid advertisement. This manipulation extends to the portrayal of everyday life. Picture this. You scroll through Instagram feeds witnessing seemingly perfect families, dream vacations, and flawless bodies. This constant exposure to curated perfection can induce feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. The illusion of flawless lives perpetuated by the media causes us to question our own reality, leaving us in a perpetual state of comparison and discontent. The notion that we live in a free world where choices are abundant is challenged when we realize that our decisions, even those seemingly autonomous, are often dictated by invisible forces that pull the strings of our lives. How many times have you found yourself swayed by a well-crafted marketing campaign or influenced by societal expectations without even realizing it? Welcome to the era of subliminal seduction, where the media exerts its control through tactics so discreet that they operate beneath our conscious awareness. Have you ever pondered why certain products seem to find their way into our shopping carts despite having no prior interest in them? It's not mere coincidence. Marketers have honed the art of subliminal persuasion to predict and influence our desires. Take, for instance, the placement of products in movies. A brand name subtly displayed in the background of a scene becomes etched into our memory, prompting us to seek out that product the next time we're in a store. Similarly, the use of suggestive language in advertising can evoke emotions and associations that drive our purchasing decisions. When a detergent is marketed as a symbol of cleanliness and purity, it triggers a subconscious desire for hygiene and domesticity. These subliminal tactics are so pervasive that they've become an integral part of our consumer culture, shaping our choices without us even realizing it. The effects of the media's manipulations extend far beyond our shopping habits. They permeate into the very fabric of our society, influencing how we perceive the world around us. Consider the portrayal of violence in movies. Repeated exposure to graphic scenes can desensitize us to such acts, blurring the line between fiction and reality. This normalization of violence can have detrimental consequences, potentially contributing to aggressive behavior in society. Furthermore, the media's focus on sensationalized news stories can skew our perception of global issues. When headlines scream about terrorism, war, and crime, It creates an atmosphere of fear and prejudice. This constant barrage of negativity can overshadow stories of hope, innovation, and human resilience, fostering a pessimistic outlook on the world. The media's subtle manipulations have the power to shape our collective consciousness, influencing not only our individual perspectives, but also the societal norms and values we uphold. As we navigate the labyrinthine world of media manipulation, it's crucial to equip ourselves with the tools to recognize and resist its subtle tactics. One of the most potent weapons in this battle is skepticism. Question everything you see and hear. Don't accept information passively. Dig deeper, explore different sources, and challenge the narratives presented to you. Only then can you begin to discern the truth from the carefully crafted illusions. Furthermore, cultivating media literacy is essential. Understand how the media functions, the agendas it might be promoting, and the techniques used to influence your perception. By comprehending the mechanisms of manipulation, you can anticipate and counter the strategies employed to control your thoughts and actions. Additionally, reducing your exposure to mainstream media can be a powerful step towards reclaiming your autonomy. Seek out alternative news sources, support independent journalists, and engage in meaningful conversations with those who think differently. By diversifying your information intake, you can break free from the echo chambers that reinforce biases and limit your perspectives. The fight against media manipulation is a continuous battle that demands vigilance and critical thinking. As you walk away from this video, ask yourself, what will you do differently now? Will you remain a passive consumer of information, or will you take charge of your mental freedom? The choice, my friends, is yours. But remember, the moment you choose to act is the moment you reclaim your power. Keep questioning, keep seeking, and keep sharing the truth, because together we can break the chains that bind us and pave the way for a more authentic and liberated existence.